Hey everyone, just hold on a minute. I'm just trying to arrange this thing so I can set it up outside. How's that? Hold on, here we go. I need to find my little microphones though. Hopefully they're charged up enough to make this happen. Hold on. Okay. Okie dokie. Now let me go get an extension cord. I've got one somewhere. Where'd I put it? Out here in the shop. Hopefully I won't lose you on the way out through here. Let's see. I'm gonna set my phone down a second. Y'all just hang on. Hopefully you're still there. Anyway, this is the path forward with Cassandra Williamson. And yeah, I'm coming to you from way up in the holler in eastern Kentucky. Maybe I'll get back to you in just a second. I got to get a power source here hooked up. Hang with me, folks. I'm coming back to the camera. So I'm getting a power source for my camera. Hi there, walking into the frame. We'll run this into the house for now. Okay. Everyone hanging on with me? You are. Okay. Over here. And hopefully I can get this thing to work properly. So anyway, if you have been paid, Cassandra Wilson, I'm coming to you, Kentucky, and flipping the camera over for now, and show you where I'm at right here. What we're doing is working on this house, which is my brother's. I'm kind of working on the back of it for just. Let me get the stuff. This is all, folks. Let me turn it the other way because I have more control that way. Get it to pick up there correctly. Okay, where are we? Can I flip camera from there? No, not yet. Okay, folks, here we go. Where to go? Shoot. There you are. Trying to set up my camera. Y'all just hang on. Okay, where are we here? Anybody? Ready to drop? Turn the other one on, get rid of this, remove that host. Okay, so this is where I've been working on the back of this house, my brother's house here for a little while. Let me pull this thing over some, and we'll try to get started. Yeah, the mic, you should be able to take that, right? Okay. Now, let me see if I can set this thing on my tripod here. These tripods are just barely made for these things, just barely not made for these things, actually. Okay. Okay. I'm going to be doing some stuff up here. What we're looking at is trailer. We got all kinds of lumber out here. This is sawmill lumber from our cousins down in Brushy. That's my brother's little shop over there. We're doing a lot of work in there. He actually works on cars, but he's unable to do it as much as he used to, as much as he likes. There's a little Alfa Romeo in there to the left inside there now that needs some major work. It really does need some major work. So I'm going to set my camera right here and see if I can kind of engage with this thing. I'm going to kind of go with it. Where are we? Okay, so I'm going to go up in there. I've got to go up in that area and finish doing some work up there at the top of that. Okay. And there's that old truck I told everybody that's his F-150 standard shift Ford. That thing has got some power to it. It's a truck. So anyway, he's putting all the sawmill lumber on the back of this house, and it's a rustic house. It's a cabin, really, more than that. But he's added to it and added to it because before I came here, Mom had her own place, and she sold that, but she came up here because she couldn't take care of herself or our sister, whom she'd been taking care of for all of her life, really, a disabled sister. So when Mom got sick and my sister continued to get sick and my brother got sick, well, it fell to me to volunteer to come to be here for them, and I did, and then they accepted, and so here we are, and they're all struggling really in various ways. Mom's health is relatively stable. My sister's health is relatively stable. That's my brother, whom I'm concerned about more than just about anything. He's got lung issues as well as going for a PET scan on his heart next week. And he's younger than me and been in coal mines all of his life around coal dust and welding and everything else. And obviously that's a major thing. So anyway, what I'm going to do is right now at this point, I've got to go up and measure the height of the piece that I want to cut for the back of that. You can see the white section up in there. Up in the top, it's got the house wrap on it. Well, there's a door going up into the attic that we're boxing that in. And it's just putting sawmill planks up here, untreated wood. It's very rustic. It's very much like, I guess, what do you call it? Cracker Barrel look. It's got that rustic look. The only thing missing would be the novelty store in the beginning at the entrance. So let me get up here to do some measuring, and hopefully all these microphones will continue to work and you can hear. But I don't have a big enough butt to hold up all this stuff, so I gotta put this stuff up high, and hopefully my belly will hold it up. Jeez. We'll get it all tied up into a knot here, okay? Right underneath the boobs and holding on tight. Here we go. And what else are we going to do? I'm going to try to finish that before it gets too dark to do anything up here. I do have lights here on the back, and so there's definitely a way to do it, but been at it for a while today. So basically this is like 1 inch thick, 3/4 to 1 inch thick sawmill lumber that we're just putting in place up here. And this is going to require several steps actually, because I've got to go up here and measure the height of the high point. And I'm about right in there, I guess. Be a good spot. That's 47 inches high side. And this is about a 17 inch or 17 slope, a slope of 17:1. So I'm going to cut a piece and then we'll have to notch it around the beam at the top, leaving this door open. And all that will be just cut out. So bear with me. I am going to go over and move some lumber. And you can watch in the distance, okay? Hopefully you can see this. If I had this motorized, I could just do it myself, couldn't I? Turn this stuff around to right there, and we'll go over there to the shop and cut a piece of wood. It's 47 inches above the slope. That's the high side. It's 47. And let's see. High side of 47. We might have it there, folks. Do we have it here? Yes. We have it right here. It's already cut and ready to go. Let me get this thing out of the way. It's not cut and ready to go. Oh, found my pencil. Down in my keep all. All right, so 47 inches. I'm just going to cut it off straight. Not going to worry about the angle on this side because it's already laid out in that direction. So I can put my tape measure down here. So we just had supper and I'd go in and fix that. So basically I put some stuff out of the can for some chicken noodle soup, but I combined chicken gumbo with some chicken noodle. And it turned out pretty good. But I also had some leftover chili from the other day. And we'll set the angle on this thing to be straight, which would be 90 degrees. I'm going to slide that into there. I need to move this little thing here to this side. Get it closer. There we go. And now, square it up on the saw. Okay. Here we go. Are we there? Let me slide up just a little bit, get the lines just right. Here we go. All right, now you got to take this piece of wood and I'm going to go over it. I've got to notch it up there for that beam. And I'm just going to draw it by hand up here, I think. I can measure it up though, probably, and get it just as accurate, but I'll put it on here and to have something to work from. So let's see. Let me turn you around so you can see what we're doing. You're slowly going around in a circle. So up there, I'm going to notch around a beam that goes to the front part of that little porch cover there. Get a measurement. To here. So that's 39¼ inches to there. And it needs to come out 3. Okay. 39¼ by 3. So it's on the high side. So I'm going to take this piece of wood and go down from the high side. If I lay my pencil down out of the boob carrier. I did. Hold on. So we walk back down here and grab my pencil. What is this, a pencil? Huh. Okay. Thought I had it with me. Apparently, I laid it down somewhere. Okay, okay. I didn't take it up there, did I? Nope, 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 nope. Let me find another pencil. That one decided to take a hike. I need to be out here doing this kind of thing because I've got to lose some of this weight. You know, you just have to have that this doesn't accommodate a beach body. Whew. No, it doesn't. Well, that's crazy. I just had that pencil in my hand. Don't see it. I guess I dropped it maybe somewhere. Huh. Where would I put it? Well, who knows? Okay. Oh my goodness. Well, let me go in the house and just grab another pencil. That one just disappeared on me. Hang tight, folks. Hang tight. Huh. Well, that pencil will show up exactly where I left it, right? Wherever it is, it's exactly where I left it. 39. Now, what was it? 39 and a quarter. Better go up and check, right? 39 and a quarter by 3. That's not there. Okay. Okay. 39 and a quarter. And it's 3 inches. Okay. And go in by 3 inches. And you use all kinds of stuff around here to just do what you need to do, right? Use the tools at hand. What we do. $39 and a quarter. This is sawmill lumber, so it's got all kinds of just pieces hanging out on it. Okay then. Okay. I'm gonna put that down in the holder right there. That's where I thought I put it the last time. I didn't. I got to pull my pants up because I got no butt, so everything just slides off. I'll show you around here in a minute. We got some a block of salt up on the mountain right there, and some deer corn out, and it's in a little tub kind of thing. We had 3 deer here earlier this morning. Just going to town on that deer corn. It's hunting season up here. A lot of people hunt, but I told my brother that I wanted to try to keep the deer fed here so they wouldn't go down the holler and get shot. Okay. Now you get to go with me again because I'm going to go through the saw and use a handheld saw, power saw, and see what's going on and make the cuts in this thing. Up here on the hill, that's where the little white block up there on the hill, that's where the deer come down to that. That's a gazebo that's in the process of being built. Wee, wee, wee. Okay, here we go. All right, let me go over here and do some cutting on this piece of wood. Maybe I'll find that pencil over here, right? It has to be right here near me somewhere. Okay. I found it. I found it. It fell on the ground over here. No wonder I couldn't find it. It had to be there. Okay. Power saw. Okay, now since this is sawmill lumber and it's got a lot of dust on it, the thing we have to do is kind of wash off the side because we don't want it to. That stuff's hard to get off, and you can't paint over it real easily. Paint it or stain it or whatever. So you just wash it off, get the dust off of it. Okay. All right. And now we're going to go put it up. Let me turn you back around. Thanks everybody for watching. This is Cassandra Williamson from up in the holler. I'm in Hatfield McCoy feud country. This is where I grew up here in Pike County, Kentucky. And yeah, they fought over a pig and a girl right after the Civil War. Memories linger around here. This is a holler. The trees are the leaves are starting to change colors. It's starting to get really pretty, but I love the vibrant greens too. But all the oranges and stuff, wow, phenomenal. Beautiful stuff, beautiful stuff. So we don't use nails on this stuff at all. Because if you ever have to do any repair work, you just put some screws in it and take the screw back out. Now I got to give myself some room. So I'm not going to put it up entirely yet. What I want to do is put it around the opening, because I've got to mark that opening. So I'm going to put my stuff here. And right there, like that. And we're going to go up and put this up there. I got my pencils, I got my pens, pencils, screw gun. We're all set. So here we go. Up the ladder. Now, not yet. They wanted to. I don't really want it to. Yeah. Let me put it on the other side of that thing. Otherwise, I want to end up in the ditch somewhere. I have no interest in falling. That would not be a good thing for somebody 66, would it? All right, here we go. Up the ladder. All right, so basically this is, put this up here. All right, so I need to get a level on it. Sawmill lumber is never consistently the same, uniform wise. So I wonder if this ladder can fit right in there. Nope. That's a good idea. Okay, let's go up and check it out. Okay. Nope, it's got to go in that way. Huh. Well, I'm gonna have to do some trimming. Okay, up there and down here. The opening is going to be roughly the same, but I'm going to do some tweaking. That's the way sawmill lumber is. Constant tweak, tweak, tweak. Okay, so yeah, the board went up on me a little bit. I'm talking to some people. Okay. So I got to tweak it a little. You can follow me to the shop. You're going to try it, Giddy? Here we go. Let me go back to the shop and do some fine tuning on these cuts. One thing I noticed is that one of the boards on the bottom is kind of angled a little bit, but that's fine. It's like I said, sawmill lumber is rough. Oh, we'll just adjust it. All right, so I need to adjust the bottom of it a little bit too, though, for the angle, because it is slightly off. Not much. Just a little bit. Hang tight. Here we go. Cut a little wedge off the bottom. All right, that should loosen it up all around. Feel any better? Not really? Okay. All right, so turning it around. Back to the house wrap up on the top. Here we go. Neighbor's truck. You can hear that, no doubt. I'll level it up a little bit. Okay. Okay, here we go up to the top. Well, no. Yeah, better. Because everything's kind of, like I said, rough. So, go up here and see what we can do. There we go. Much better. Much better. And let's see what the level says. Oh, look at that. We got it. Right on the money. Now I'm going to grab my handy dandy pencil and reach in here and mark out the opening for this. And then we're going to go okay. Okay. All right. Now we're going to go down and do some more tweaking. Not the same thing as twerking. I don't pull my pants up, we're going to lose them. Okay. Okie dokie, folks. All right. I'll use the saw here and power saw, cut the bottom out. This time I don't want to go through it too much. Yeah. Board wanted to travel on me. Hate these little safety switches. Okay, let me do a straight line across that. Right. Okay. We'll do that one. Okay, now we got the lengthwise cut inside there. Make sure we're off the table. Here we go. Okay. What's going on there? Gonna have to tighten that blade up, looks like. Yeah, hold on. Gotta tighten the blade on the saw. Grab a crescent wrench here somewhere. Tighten this thing up so you don't want it to come flying off there, do we? Okay. Okay, Sawzall time. Oops, cords. Sawzall. Here we go. Let me do it the other way. From the side. Okay. 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 Now we have the opening. Pencil. Okay, so everybody watching, thank you very much. Right now I want to go put this piece up there to cover up the house wrap around the opening that goes into the attic. Across the attic space. So here we have the piece cut now to go in, see? Frame it around that opening right there. All right. Okay. Oh yeah, fits like a glove. All right, now screw this thing into place. Uh-oh, battery's about to die. Okay, might as well go ahead and get the battery, huh? I can move my ladder over a little bit too to make it easier. There we go. Perfect. Give me a second. Gotta get a battery. What? Oh, down. We got a hidden airline. Yeah. All right. I want to finish this back of this thing. I want to finish the back of it before it gets too dark, you know? Okay, back with the battery. Plenty of screws. We're good there. Okay, good. Up into the air, folks. Whoops, I missed a step. Not going anywhere, though. Okay. Another screw right here. Oh, yeah. Much better screwer. Okay. One thing you have to watch out for up in here are waspers. Find one out today, a nest. Not a friend of wasp. No, I'm not referring to the white Anglo-Saxon Protestants. Just so you know. There are some crazy ones out there, that's for sure. Don't get me wrong. Okay, a couple of screws in there, 2 more, and we'll be done putting this piece in. One up here. Oh, well, that one went too far. All right, let's go back out. Okay, there we go. Now to measure the low side here, which is the high side on the next one, it's just 10 inches. Okay. And there's a 10-inch piece, and then this one kind of runs wild. I'll adapt that as we get there. 10. Okay. 10 inches on the high side. I could actually add an inch to that, make it 11 inches on the high side. Won't make any difference. So, I'm going to go back to the saws all the way up there, the table saw, the hand saw, the sawzall, and the power saw, and the compound miter saw. I got my pencils. Yep, pencils, pens. Let's see. I know I've got some cut pieces somewhere. They might have the right angle on them, maybe. Let's take a look at that one. Okay. Well, that was the right length. That's a 10 3/4. We'll take it. 10 3/4. The angle is about 17 degrees. Okay, 16, 17, 16, 17. Okay. Hi. 4-inch boards, no. Haven't used them yet. Yeah, it could be. Oh yeah, up there, 4.5 to 5 inches maybe. Oh, yeah, yeah. Where'd the, you already put one of them up? You already put one of them up? Oh, okay, okay, okay. All right. So I'm going to need another one that's here. Let me see. But I need to know how far over it goes. So. Okay. Scrolling around. Back to there. Okay. So I'm going to go put up this piece that goes right above the entrance to the attic. And there we go. Right there. Perfect. Okay. Getting closer. $41.50. Right? 41. Oh, we can go 42. Let's make it 42 on the tall side. 42 on the tall side. This piece needs to be the same width as this. 11 7/8. See, 42 tall, 11 7/8. And the height of this little piece over here will go from 11 7/8 to here. So I got to find the spot on here to put it. So it's going to go there. It will be 6. And then up here, how tall is that? That is 5 3/8. 5 3/8. No, let's just go right here. 5 5/8. Okay. Okay. Like that. Now. All right. 11 7/8, 6, and 5 5/8. Maybe I can see it when I get down here. Bedrock tablet. Handy stuff. 8, 6, and 5 5/8. The other one is 42 tall. Side. That's the tall side. Sloped roof. Okay, now let's go up and cut some pieces. You know, follow me around to the front again. Here we go. Again, this is Cassandra Williamson up in Mudlick. Just up here in Hatfield McCoy Feud country. just hanging out, doing some stuff around the house for my brother. And it's cool. It feels great out here. Oh my God. Whew. So let's see. I'm going to cut a few pieces to match what we need. This has to coordinate because you got the top piece that is short above the top of the door frame. Then you got the bottom one that's also going to be short, but the bottom one is kind of angled weirdly. So we have to make some adaptations along the way. We sure do. So let me find a piece of wood that is the size I need. Should be 11 7/8 wide. That's too small. If I go this way, is it just right? Yep. Okay, this will do that. So go over here. Okay. Taking all my stuff to the saw table. All right, first thing, 11 7/8 long. Good square edge, got that. Both of the sides are good. We're going to go 11 7/8. And 11 7/8. Okay. Okay. So we got the length. Now let's take, I want to keep that top there. Turn it over to this side. Yeah. So I'm going to go from short side is 5 5/8. Tall side, the high side of it is 6. And I'm just going to draw the line right there. Precision line, folks. Precision line. There we go. Okay. Here comes the saw. Now, let's see if I can do this one. This one I have to hold back at an angle slightly. What I'm going to do is put a little wedge in here to kind of hold it out for me so that I don't have to do all the work with it. A little more right there, right there. Okay. Keep my fingers out of the way, my fingernails. Okay. Now, which one's which? That one's too small. This should be 6. This should be 5 5/8. That should be 11 7/8. All right, so we have the piece. That's one. Now we got the tall piece that's going to be 42 inches on the tall side. So let's find a good piece of wood we can use for 42 inches on the tall side. That will work just fine. You want that side tall? Nope, that's a good color. Good scheme on that one. Let's go with back this way a little bit. Cut off some of that stuff. Here we go. Okay. And then that's the tall side on the other side there. So we want to keep that. All right. The good side, tall side. Tall. 42. Oh, goodness. It's only 41. Can I get a 42? I'll probably do a 41 because it's up in there. It's going to be behind the 2 before. Adjusted. I don't want to waste another piece of wood to do it. So let's take this one. Now, okay, so the tall side is over there. Let's see. Shortly. Yeah. Okay. All right, so I'm going to use this and I'm going to turn the angle to 17 degrees. Okay. So right down there. Ta-da. All right, I'm going to rinse the thing off. Spray it off. Spray it off. Okay. Okay, so now we're going to turn it around to here. All right, so now I'm doing the right side of the opening for the attic. I may have to do some cutting on this piece too. No, maybe not. I don't know. We'll see. I have to get another piece too. Got to get the other piece. It goes to the bottom of the opening. And it's got the weird shape. It won't be long. I'll have to go in and do vitals for Mom and get her meds and get my sister's meds and stuff and get them ready for bed. I'm going to turn the lights on out here and let's see just how much it glares on into the camera. Well, that's not too bad, is it? No. Okay. I'm just going to drift over to here for a second. Y'all don't mind, do you? Okay, so I'm going to have to do some notching here. Okay. Okay. Go do some notching. I'll use the table saw for this one, I think. Put the table saw back down. Now. Okay. There it is, folks. Good. All right over there. Okay. Now let's see what the door does, the rest of the frame around the door. Okay. All right, we're going to cut out the inside of this. Look at that. Okay, I got to do some cutting on the inside. Here we go. Back over to the shop. Ten after 7, y'all. Uh-oh. Here we go. Square. Right there. Okay. And okay, just drawing this line. I have something to cut. So that's square anyway. Okay. Here we go. Sawzall. Da-da-da-da. It's about time to call it. Okay. I'm going to put this piece up and just do the rest tomorrow. Got to get meds for everybody. Got to get this one framed in, finally. Okay, people, here we go. All right. Okay. Now. There we go. Perfect. folks. And 2 more screws and we're done with this piece, the frame around the opening. Drop one. One more actually. There too. Okay. All right, coming down and calling it a day. Got the frame down. I was hoping to get all the way to the corner, but there's too many little notches and too many other things to do. All right, all right. Screw. Got the screw off the ground. That's a different one. Okay. Concrete under there. We don't want that to get wet. Okay. All right, everybody. Calling in. Y'all have a good one. I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching.